Hi guys, welcome back to another video of Expert Guides Tutorial and Review Center. I am John Matthew Lim, your instructor for today, and today we will be going over some chemistry topics. Today's lesson is about waste management, but before that, a little something about myself. So I'm John Matthew Lim, and I graduated high school from Xavier School, San Juan. I went to college at University of Santo Tomas and got my bachelor's degree in pharmacy. Currently, I am a medical student in St. Luke's Medical Center, College of Medicine. Okay, so last time, we talked about the properties of matter. So to apply that in waste management, we must first know the difference between useful materials and waste materials. Okay, so the useful materials are materials that can still serve its purpose. So examples here are bottles, cartons, and tin cans. There. Waste materials are things that cannot serve its purpose. So we have here leftover foods and styrofoam. Okay, because you can't use leftover foods anymore. Now, what happens to our waste? So we have here a banana peel. So we throw it in the garbage can, it's collected by the garbage collectors, and then it will be dumped in an area called a landfill. Okay, so landfills are places where waste is buried so that society and the environment stays clean. Okay, so landfill is where all the trash goes, all the waste goes. Now, let's talk about the kinds of waste materials. There are safe waste and there are harmful waste. Safe waste are waste that is very safe to dispose in the landfill. So it will not harm plants or animals or humans or the environment, because we remember in the landfill we bury the waste. So examples are food leftovers, paper, clothing, because these things are biodegradable. Alright, for harmful waste, we have here materials that have toxic or harmful effects to living things and the environment. Examples are batteries, rubber tires, and paints. So these things are toxic. When we say something is toxic, it means it has harmful effects on living things and the environment. Alright? So, let's talk about the 5 R's of waste management. What are they? So they are reuse, reduce, recycle, recover, and repair. Alright, let's start with reuse. Reduce rather. Okay, so to reduce is to lessen the amount of waste. Alright? So how do we do this? Number 1 is lessen buying one-time use products. So for example, let's buy less of disposable plastic, cups, disposable utensils, disposable batteries. Okay? So instead of buying a disposable cup, we can buy a ceramic mug. The disposable cup, you can only use it once, but the ceramic mug, you can keep using it again and again. Number 2 is to buy products in bigger packs. How come? Alright, so let's say you buy Milo in sachets. So you buy 4 of them. And you buy as compared to buying one big pack of Milo. Alright, so you have the same amount of Milo. You can make 4 drinks each. However, if you buy the sachet, you have 4 pieces of waste. If you buy the bigger pack, you only have 1 piece of waste. Alright, so number 3 is to buy only when you need a product, okay? So that you don't keep making waste. Alright, so next one is to reuse. To reuse is to find another use for a material that was already used before. So how do you do that? We use multi-use products. Alright, so reusable bags, yung mga eco bags, and reusable containers. So that you can keep using them again and again. So you keep reusing them. Number 2, donating clothes and other useful materials that you're not using anymore. If you're not using it, maybe you can donate it so that someone else can use it. So it's not considered waste. And number 3, you can have a rummage sale, or also known as selling your second-hand materials, selling used materials, okay? But they have to be in good condition, because if you sell things that are broken, well, that's not good, alright? That's bad. Next one is to recycle. So this is to create a new product from a material that was already used before, such as, let's say, glass bottles can be used again for wind chimes, decorations, or paperweights. Ayan. So Glass bottles are used for holding liquids, but then when you're done using them, you can find a new way to use them, such as decorations. And here also we can use tin cans to be used as coin banks. Okay? But make sure to clean them inside first before you do this. Next one is to recover. To recover is to obtain energy from the trash or waste material itself. Oh, what does that mean? So, we actually have these things called incinerators, which burn waste so that you can produce heat and electricity. So this is an example of an incinerator. You see there's a fire in the middle and there's trash there. This will convert the trash into energy, which can be converted into electricity. Okay? So this is recovery of the energy from the trash. And number 2 is segregation, to separate and categorize waste. Okay? When you segregate, you're separating and categorizing. So you can segregate the biodegradable waste because this waste can be turned into compost. And the compost, as we said from the previous lecture, it's very beneficial for agriculture, for the agricultural sector or for farming, because compost is a natural fertilizer. Okay, and lastly we have is to repair. To repair is to fix slightly broken things and make them useful again. So almost anything can actually be repaired. You have furnitures that are broken, appliances that are broken, clothes that are they have holes in them. You can actually repair them, all right, so that you can make them useful again. Now, why do we need waste management? So there are 3 things to take note of. Number 1 is to fight climate change and global warming. All right, if we reduce our waste and if we can follow the 5 R's, we will be fighting climate change. Number 2 is to keep our surroundings clean and beautiful. All right, if we have too much waste, it will end up destroying our beautiful landscapes. It will end up destroying and polluting our beautiful seas. All right, so we have to keep them clean. And lastly, it's also an opportunity to earn money. Okay, so you can sell to junk shops, you can sell handcrafted products that are recycled. You can also sell to recycling centers. All right, now just some things to consider in waste management. Number 1, when you're discarding cans, you can either crush them or retain their original form. Okay, as long as the metals have only undergone physical change and not chemical change. Because when there's chemical change, there will be rusting, and rusting is already a different product. It's not a metal anymore, so it's bad. Okay, next, when a metal rusts, so here it is, corrosion or wearing may happen. So to prevent this, we can actually paint surfaces. When we paint the surfaces, we don't let the oxygen touch the metal, and because oxygen doesn't touch the metal, rust will not form. And lastly, rotten or spoiled food, as well as fruit and vegetable peelings, can be used for composting because these are biodegradable materials. Okay, remember that from the last lecture video, Properties of Matter. Right? So you can create your own compost. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys learned something new. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. See you guys next time.